The Negro becomes a first-class citizen of a country, and the white man becomes the bottom of the barrel. What happens when the blacks become first-class citizens of a country? Because of history, the black and white races in South Africa are very polarized. Whites have ruled here for over a century, and now it's reversed when it comes to racial discrimination. More than 20 years ago, black leader Nelson Mandela made a statement. The black man in South Africa rose to power. Since then, whites have lost all privilege. They've been pushed into the ghettos. This video takes you to South Africa's largest city, Johannesburg. On the edge of the city is a camp with a bad reputation. It's called Coronation Park. It used to be a picnic mecca for elite whites. But now, this park has become a place for underclass whites to live. The ghetto is located right in the middle of the park. It's home to nearly 300 people. Most of them are white. There are boarded-up houses and tents everywhere. There's trash all over the open space. Most of the people wander around disheveled. There's no running water. There's no electricity. Cooking is done in the most primitive way. The people here also work. They live on donations from dedicated organizations. JD, a white artist, couldn't find work. He brought his wife, son, and mother here last month. He's forced to live with dozens of stray animals every day. In the past, we often see slums, mostly black people. It's hard to imagine a poor white neighborhood like this. As for why they're here, it's not that they are lazy and don't want to work. It's because it's hard for whites to find work in South Africa. They're discriminated against by the local government, these seemingly poor whites. In fact, they are all descendants of Dutch colonizers. Their ancestors persecuted the blacks very badly, even worse than pets. During apartheid, they saw themselves as the superior race. They hijacked better jobs and education, created a super-rich white elite. Negroes who violated segregation were put in this prison. Nelson Mandela was once incarcerated here. White cops would make black prisoners strip naked. They would make them strip naked, spread their limbs. They'd slap their hands above their heads. Then, they'd jump back and forth. This humiliating dance was for both men and women. If they resisted, you'll be locked in this cramped, dark room. There are no beds. You have to lie on the floor. It's like lying in a tomb. You're locked up for 23 hours a day, with only 1 hour of air. But in 1990, that changed drastically.
It is the stupidity of man to think that he can do evil, even some monstrous evil, and it won't have any backlash on himself. But of course, it seldom works that way.
What is this?
Your destiny, evil one.
To summarize my feelings in exuberant song.